many dates are you willing to go on with someone who's not having sex with you? So, really interesting piece written by College Candy's Ellen Scott. And in the beginning of her piece, so she asks like the general question, if a guy doesn't even attempt to have sex after maybe 5 dates, we assume that maybe something is wrong with him. If not, something's wrong with us. So she goes on to elaborate, stating that really personally herself, she doesn't really think that something would be wrong with a guy. She would actually think that that just means that he has some respect and some value, and maybe he wants a long-term commitment relationship with her. She goes on to say, though, if you flip the coin, she says if a girl wasn't up for having sex after 5 dates, the reaction from a man would not be the same. She'd more likely be considered frigid, a virgin. So finally, she concludes the article on how many dates she would go out with someone without having sex with her. So she says, I guess the number of dates I would go on with no implication that a guy would want to bang me is 5. Now she says if the number of dates with no sex but lots of sexual buildup, then she would wait till 15. So we're gonna talk about the number in general and what our number is. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Sex, baby.
I agree with the author's number.
This is for if a guy doesn't want to have sex with you.
Okay.
Either herpes or tiny penis.
To each its own. Like, I have my opinion, I do, and we'll talk about my opinion, but I mean, everyone's different. I have friends that are gonna hook up with a guy on the first date. I have friends that are gonna wait 5 dates. So let's talk about that difference here.
Okay.
Is there a number that you guys have in your heads, whether it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait between dates 4 and 5 or weeks 5 and 6, or do you not even have a number? Does it depend on how you're feeling?
It depends on the person.
Zero
it depends
is a
on what you. It depends on what you want from the person, where you are in your life, what you're looking for.
Lots of variables.
So many variables.
Right. That's like the best point in this entire conversation. I mean, like, is he super hot? Is he showing that he's like attracted to me? Because think about it. I mean, if he just seems like completely neutral to your sexuality and like your sex appeal, then no, I don't want any of that. After 5 dates, you're done.
Yeah.
But if like there's like flirtation, there's like heavy petting while kissing, I don't know, something like that.
The thing is, like, there could be heavy petting.
I want to feel like he wants me. Like, that's
Right.
really important
So
to me.
you'll stick
right?
around if there's like that sexual buildup. But if
Totally.
there's no interest, I think she's right. Like, you need to cut your ties and move on.
Totally.
And you know, likewise for the girl and the guy.
I guess that makes sense. It's like some kind of build up. There's that moment where it's like, okay, this isn't happening. Oh my God, there's a lot of heavy petting.
Right.
Oh my God, why is there just heavy petting?
I mean, if it's gotten to the point where there is the heavy petting, and let's say the woman tries to initiate the sex first, which I think is totally fine.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
Go
women
for
will
it,
do that.
ladies.
And he rejects you in that moment.
Right.
Done.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree too,
I was
and
trying to see
I
if
think the main thing is like the variables involved, because I understand if you're younger, you should wait. I think 15 dates, you should probably wait longer depending on what your age is. I mean, to each its own, but if you're like, you know, if you're an adult and you really like this person, then, you know, that's, if you guys really like each other, then it's fine.
I think 5 is good.
I think 5 is a good,
Right.
I think 5 is great.
number.
Here.
Yeah.
First date.
Less than 5?
Less than. It depends
Yeah.
on. Like, could you is it love at first sight?
Right.
Then yeah, whatever. Do whatever you want. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what the worst thing is, though? Like, all of these crazy societal expectations. So let's say you both know you're into each other, and like, as a woman, you decide, like, all right, I'm gonna sleep with him on the first date. Some guys, even though he's into you, and even if he enjoyed the sex, like, they'll get turned off by that. Why,
You're
Brett?
absolutely
I've
right,
had
Anna.
long-term relationships with people where we've on the first date.
Sex on the first date. Yeah.
I do have one friend in particular who that's happened to a lot. Like, she's very like an independent woman. She likes to have sex, and so she'll like go out with somebody. I'll give you Brad. You're like so.
Oh, is that with me?
No, you're just so cute in all of a sudden.
Could you describe what you're wearing at the time?
So, okay, my point is exactly what you stated, is that she'll go out with certain guys that she really liked and she felt like that they had like a great first date, and she'll hook up with him, and no joke, they won't call her again.
Exactly.
And then she'll wait like 4 or 5 dates, and then that relationship will last longer. So some guys do think that if you give it up right away, they lose respect for you.
You assume that the guy otherwise was interested in anything longer than that. I honestly think, I mean, combining then all 3 of our points, if it was going to last, it will last just because you had sex on the first
But
date. I
what
mean,
if-
for a lot of guys, like, wow, great, I don't even have to try anymore.
But maybe that does turn him off, though. Even maybe he did think this girl's really cool, but then it turned him off. Like, geez, what if she does that to all the guys?
I guarantee you it didn't.
So
I will go out. I will give you a money back guarantee
Some guys are
that
just
those
into
guys
the
just
chase.
wanted to bang her, and then that was it.
what do you guys think about this whole numbers game? Do you agree with College Candy's Ellen Scott? Please let us know your thoughts. Guys, girls, we want to know because we kind of all are all in agreement that there's just so many variables, right? All right, so let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop.